All right, welcome everybody. Whew. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I got a little caught up reading through the patch notes for Apex Legends. Season 5 just dropped today, and I kind of forgot about it. I'd been waiting for it to come up, but this afternoon I was playing some Death Stranding, and I just completely spaced off the fact that Apex Legends had just updated. So I was downloading the update, and I know, how dare I forget. Reading over the patch notes, and then I was like, oh crap, I could hop on the stream. So, welcome Bryce, how are you doing today? New character? No, no new character yet. Just have to reload my Ironman save. I'm glad that you're having a good day. I did pick up Rise to Ruins last night. I have not played it yet, but I downloaded it. Oh yes. New character Loba, I believe her name is. She was in the Revenant trailer from season 4. She seems pretty interesting. They're making a lot of massive changes to King's Canyon. They're putting the Peacekeeper into supply drops, and they're rotating the Mastiff shotgun out into normal. A lot of changes, a lot of interesting changes going on. But yeah, I got Rise to Ruins. I know Corndog picked it up as well, and I will be testing that out here sometime soon. Excited to give it a shot. Okay, so coming back off of yesterday, I do have a new ranger that is a colonel, should the need arise. Gonna stream sometime? I don't know, Corndog does stream. Don't know if I'll stream Rise to Ruin at some point. Maybe. Wouldn't mind seeing me play other games. I'm sure this XCOM 2 is taking a lot longer maybe than I had thought, but I don't know. I'm not sure how close we are to the end. I don't want to know, but interested. Death from above. Killing an enemy at a lower elevation with your shotgun only costs a single action. Interesting. Are you talking about XCOM or Rise to Ruins? For the objectives? Yeah. I kind of want this ranger to be more of a blade master, just out of curiosity. Extra damage. Rise to Ruins is straightforward, and if you leave tips, it'll guide you fairly well. Cool. Without Phantom, Shadow Strike doesn't make much sense. Run and gun would be nice here. Blade Storm, free sword attacks on any enemies that enter or attack from melee range. That'd be really good for those chrysalids. Touchable. If you score a kill during your turn, the next attack against you or cover. Yeah, we're gonna go untouchable. Reaper, a devastating chain melee attack with the first melee cannot miss. Each melee grants an extra action, but further melee attacks reduce damage. Alright, in 4 days, we'll recover from some wounds. And I'm working on this recovered Advent stasis suit in my shadow chamber. That's going to take another 3 days. So ideally what and I kind of thought about this off stream, what I would probably want to be doing, as much as I would love that scientist. Where am I? Here. I need to make my way, finish building this radio relay, and then make contact in New Mexico so that I can eventually make my way over to this Codex Brain coordinate. Let's come over to the Resistance headquarters really fast, though. I want to make sure that we recover here. I know it's only 4 days, but I'm a little worried. We don't have a retaliation coming, anything like that.
Urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and I'm starting to kind of turn a little bit more towards the objectives on the top left.
It is unfortunate, Commander, that your recent efforts have proven to be so mediocre.
Yeah. Failed a retaliation, failed a guerrilla op. That guerrilla op was not my fault. I feel like in this past month we've made a lot of progress, but... What? Okay. So I can reveal this hidden event. It doesn't really matter, though, like... There's no way I'm going to let them do infestation. The aliens seek to overrun XCOM, placing extra chrysalids on each mission for a month. That sounds terrible. Yeah, we're definitely going to be countering that. Oh, man. Okay, that might be most of them. 2 that are still wounded. Hammer and Jolt. Yep. Yeah, I researched the chrysalid. I think I just need to build that armor for that ranger at some point.
Just like the one we found the commander in.
On the surface, yes. But in function... Ah, Commander, excellent. We can begin. It is no secret that Advent soldiers possess both human and alien genetic characteristics. Preliminary analysis led me to believe that this was the result of direct modifications made to a pre-existing human host. Prisoners, or perhaps even unwitting volunteers.
See your local Advent recruiter today.
However, the reality is something else entirely. The Advent troopers at the facility we discovered, including the specimen before you, were manufactured. Each soldier possesses a unique genetic code. Predominantly human, of course, but with some fragments left open.
Left open for what?
Whatever alien DNA Advent wishes to insert. Sectoid, mutant, even the species our soldiers refer to as berserker. In all cases, human genetic material serves as a bonding agent, holding the strands together.
Human material? You mean the stuff we found at the Black Site facility?
Precisely. The key component in their soldier manufacturing process.
So we've been fighting ourselves this entire time.
In a way. But I believe there's more to it than that. The human DNA in this specimen bears one key difference from the entirety of the sequences decoded in the Shadow Chamber. Psionic sensitivity. Given the sheer volume of strands involved, this cannot be accidental.
Screening process at the clinics. Avatar.
The potential power of a being created with this template is significant. Central. Had we not intercepted it before the process was completed...
I know, Doctor. Continue your research. Let us know if you find anything else.
Yeah, it definitely seems like at least the Advents are human, like a base human, and then whatever else added in. Presented in some form of stasis or containment suit similar to in appearance to that which we found the commander, the subject is vaguely human in form. The physical similarities aren't as readily apparent beyond first impressions, as the specimen appears to be in incomplete state, which I initially theorized could be the result of elaborate cloning operation. Unfortunately, having completed an extensive analysis of the subject's DNA and genetic structure, I believe clones would have been the lesser concern. What we have actually recovered is the foundation, the structure upon which a new life form could be built, assuming we hadn't disrupted the process. Knowing what we do about the aliens' activities at the black site, it is my unfortunate conclusion that the human captives, be they prisoners or abductees, were processed and consumed as part of the development of the specimen. Notably, and we'll have to come back. Not 100% sure what he was saying. The top right. Codename Gollum. Notably, the human genetic material involved in this process comes from the more psionically sensitive members of the human population. No doubt, an intentional culling, carefully executed by Advent's forces. Regardless, one question remains. What is the missing component? What is intended to fill the genetic void that would have brought this creature to life? Yeah, I really like the story on this one. I also, and it's something that I don't think I brought up on the stream itself, but I think it's fascinating the way that they pivoted from the first XCOM, or at least the XCOM Enemy Unknown from back in like 2012, over to this one, because in Enemy Unknown, you're XCOM and you're repelling an invading alien force. And apparently in that game, the majority of players actually never beat the game because it's a tough game. And so they basically took that idea of the majority of players losing the fight and they made that into like canon. They made it into the story, and that's where this game came in. So this game is essentially alternate universes where you technically were part of XCOM, but you failed. Aliens came, they took over, and now this is the Resistance fighting back. It sounds really cool too, because otherwise there would be a whole lot of power creep if you were just to take, you know, the ending from the first game and then just keep building on it. Yeah, that's why they find the commander captured. I still have other shadow projects, so I can't do anything with this Avatar Quartz just yet. Okay, we're done healing the wounded.
What can I do for you, Commander?
So I do have the Hellweave, yes. I do have the cool chrysalid armor. Honestly, I could probably go ahead and build one just in case we come up with on a bunch of chrysalids.
You lived in one of the colonies for a few years before linking up with Central, right?
Yes, one of the advantages of...
The millions of people in those cities don't seem to
It would be really
mind all that
nice. Okay, I know I need the scientists, but I think we're still doing okay. I want to come over here, build this radio relay. I actually need intel pretty badly. I have a hard time making contact with New Mexico with my current amount of intel. Oh, cool. Never mind. I just got 65 more intel for cracking that alien data cache open. I don't have anything to research, though.
Signals coming through.
Boom. Oh yeah, we do have the supply drop. I should probably go and pick that up. That's my supply drop. Where did you put it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I found the supply drop. I just had to use the L1 and R1 buttons. Oh yeah, no worries. Do what you gotta do. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out so far. Well, they made progress on the Avatar project. that my dog? Yep. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to go bring my dog outside. Okay. She was taking her time, so I'm just gonna leave her outside for a little bit. Need to go remind myself to bring her back in soon. But yeah, I'm glad that you stop by all the time and hang out, Bryce. It's good to have somebody to bounce ideas off and chat with. Oh. Forgot that I have a UFO chasing me. That's not good. Man, I forgot about that UFO. I have a lot of supplies. I think I should probably use some of them. I was thinking about... Let's see. Resistance comms are 3, defense matrix is 2. I'll go ahead and build that defense matrix.
Facility construction initiated.
Probably going to take me a little bit, 7 days. So even if the there's a good chance that that UFO is just going to catch up with me and I don't have the defense matrix ready to go, but that's life, right? Wish I had more intel. Okay. So, always an alien facility I could come hit. I want to come make contact with Mexico. It's going to take 30 intel, 3 to 5 days.
Setting course for Mexico. Attempting to establish local, regional...
I'm sure I'm going to have maybe a guerrilla ops here somewhat soon.
We've established contact with the local resistance forces in this region, Commander. We're ready to move on the coordinates we pulled from the Codex.
Out of curiosity, 15 enemies with Chrysalid, Archons, Elite Range, Lancers, and Shield Bearers. Thorough analysis and decryption of the Codex brain provided us with a set of remote coordinates, possibly the subject's origin. We need to investigate the site and pursue any leads uncovered. This is probably something that I'm going to tackle as maybe the second mission of the day. I want to get the first one out of the way. See how we're doing. Market items cost 33% intel would be... I was thinking about building a radio relay here. Yep, there we go. We've got guerrilla ops. Alright. The one that I really want to focus on would be this one. Destroy the alien relay. It would get me an engineer, which I don't really need. It sucks because the major breakthrough is going to be awful, But I really don't want chrysalids on every mission. This one's only gonna take 9 enemies. But we get a counter infestation. So extra chrysalids on each mission for a month. Let us avoid the extra chrysalids. Chrysalids, kind of a nightmare for me. All right. You crash. Got Hammer and Titan. Don't need cereal. I need my 2 specials. Bring Bryce the second, and gosh, I don't remember there being a whole lot of robotic. I remember if the Gatekeeper counts as a robotic unit. I don't think it does. So I'm kind of leaning on maybe taking the blue screen rounds away from Titan. With venom rounds I could poison. Otherwise, I think our setup is pretty well good to go. Probably pull the EMP grenade. Maybe even do it. No. Acid bomb? Let's bring an acid bomb along. Okay. I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna go grab my dog while it loads. How long is a usual game of XCOM? I don't know. I've been kind of treading water a little bit, and so I haven't been going straight for the objectives. But yeah, this one's been going on a while. Been playing about 2.5, 3 hours every day, and this one itself was at least part of all of last week. Maybe a couple days before then too. Like a number of missions would probably be helpful to help gauge it, but I don't know how many missions. I could look and see how many missions Needles has been on. Needles has lasted pretty much, I think, the entire game. I'm gonna go grab my dog, and I'll be right back.
We can't pass up any opportunities to disrupt their progress on the latest operation. So we're moving in to take out that relay. Neutralize any hostile contacts near the site, lock it down, and destroy the target.
Okay, let's launch this thing. Sorry about that. Hopefully Bailey cooperates. Yeah, man, I'm down. You want to play on PC or Xbox? New season just came out today. I've not played it though. I was just about to ask if you were down to play today. Alright, we have 9 enemies. I need to remember 9. Probably not going to see much from the other side of this.
That's affirmative.
It is not cross-platform. But I'm game to play on whatever you're good for. I just like playing the game. Definitely like playing it with people. Vast majority of the time I play by myself. Alright, you should not be able to see me here.
Orders confirmed.
Turret, I'm gonna be real pissed if you do.
We've got an enemy squad here.
Okay. 2 troopers and an officer? That's not bad at all. I get Corn Dog up there. Free movement! God, you gotta love that. It is definitely worth sacrificing a utility item and like 1 health. You've got pretty good sight on all of them. To get you better sight. They have 2 turrets. That's an...
Okay.
Looks like I'm gonna have to try and hack one of...
Eyes on the prize.
Okay. Now we do the standard setup. We're gonna get people ready to blow them apart.
On it.
Yep. No. It's another turret. Hammer's probably going to kick things off. Well, I don't know. Actually, why not? Save my grenades for a little bit later. If your friend can play, it'll be Xbox. That sounds good. I will make sure to fire up my Xbox after my stream so that I know it will be up to date.
Location confirmed.
Which shouldn't be too bad.
Copy that.
No, Patrol. Come back. Alright, you're gonna be in the ass than I want, huh? Okay, Corn Dog, you've got good sight on pretty much everybody. So you're gonna go into Long Watch.
Scanning.
I want Titan to kick this thing off, but that depends because right now Bryce can't see anything. Bryce might have to come up here. Silly. How am I gonna do this? These 2 turrets are kind of making it a bit of a pain in the ass. They're in between me and my prey. Not gonna be able to get close enough. This is that second time being interrupted by the kid. His sleep went from every 2 hours to maybe 4 hours and a half hour nap. 4-month change is brutal. Oof. Yeah, that sounds tough. I'm sorry. Hopefully he'll adjust a little bit more soon.
Heading out. Eyes on the prize.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. Not exactly sure where that officer went. So as long as I can launch this thing. Oh, far enough, sort of. I feel like that should probably hit the officer as well. Alright, let's kick this thing off. Got a couple people on Overwatch. Yep, I got the officer. I blew apart their cover, and now as they scramble like little bugs, I will squash them. Yes. Ornog with the sniper shot, going after the officer. 10 damage. Nice. Nice. Oh my goodness. All right, that was a good start, I think. One trooper still alive. Both of those turrets are now keyed in on me. Let's see what my options are. I still have 2 people that can attack. Somebody's corpse is like flailing. Alright, they calm down. Okay, Needles. Needles could obliterate that turret. They'll leave the trooper, which I don't really want to leave the trooper alive. I don't really have a good shot on the trooper without moving. I'm just worried that the trooper is going to huck a grenade and hit that car when I'm hiding. So, let's see. I try and take this super heavy turret by hacking into it with Jolt. Let's see what my options are. Worst would be shutting it down. Only a 59% chance to control it, and that sounds pretty much terrible. Let's just shut it down. Good thing I didn't try to control it, otherwise I would have failed. So that leaves 2 targets, 2 enemies that are going to attack this next turn. Honestly, I'm just not as worried about the turret. I think I hate having to burn this cooldown this early on. I think I'm gonna have to run and gun with Needles to try and get Needles. I'm just gonna get Needles right up next to this trooper. I know I'm gonna get revealed. But I'm a little bit more worried about... Son of a bitch, that's not good at all. Well, and now we have 2 sectoids and an Archon. That's not exactly something I was expecting. Yikes. Okay, well, either way, plan still remains. We're gonna kill this trooper. Hopefully, they target Needles, since Needles is the one furthest out. Needles has Untouchable. Or Unstoppable, whatever it's called. Let's get you maybe a little bit further away from everybody. Still behind full cover. The first attack against Needles is going to be nullified because I gotta kill that turn. Hopefully you do Blazing Pinions. Thank you for doing Blazing Pinions. That gives me an extra turn to work with on this Archon. I'm not as worried about the sectoids. Sectoids used to be really scary for me. They definitely still can be. They're pretty easy to kill at this point. Yes, yes! Just reanimate a corpse. Thank you for wasting your turn, because I'm going to kill you next turn. What is this turret gonna do? The turret tries and shoots at needles, which doesn't matter. Did that turret just go on over? Weird, okay. So, Blazing Pinions is set on 4 of my 6 soldiers. I'm gonna have to move them, because at the beginning of the next enemy turn is going to be an explosive radius, kind of like a cross, basically. X, with the center one being the where the pillar, that beam is hitting down. So I don't love that turret in Overwatch. That bums me out. If I could potentially move Jolt in a way, they're probably still gonna get hit. I could move Jolt about right here. I might have to get... I'm probably gonna get shot at.
What's over there?
Okay, good. We moved behind cover. We're fine. Bailey is upset. I'm gonna use combat protocol on this turret and just knock it out. This is a robotic unit. I bypass the shields and I do extra damage, so one shot at that thing. Okay, I still have to move these other 3 soldiers, but not just yet. Okay, one big thing I need to make sure I take care of would be this sectoid, which is nice and easy. It's even easier. 100% chance. Using Needle's sword. Boom. Ahaha. Okay. So that'll drop that zombie.
Who's keeping score?
I don't have to worry about the zombie anymore. And I'm gonna go ahead and move you behind full cover again. Hopefully next turn I'll be able to pick up that loot. It's out on the loot. Okay. Let's see. So I do still have a sectoid to worry about. I'm not as worried about that right now. I'm more worried about the Archon. So ideally what I want to go for first is using Titan. Titan is my grenadier that has holo targeting. I can even do a hail of bullets, so I get a guaranteed hit. It's going to take my entire magazine, but it's going to be worth it. What holo targeting does now is, because I've targeted an alien with my character with holo targeting, everyone else shooting at that alien is going to have an extra 15 aim. So it's just going to be easier for everybody else to get some work done. Okay, Corndog can move out of the way with Blazing Pinions, and we're going to hit this guy. Oh man, I actually kind of want to do face off. I will once I do lightning hands. So lightning hands, I get to fire my pistol at a target. It doesn't consume my action. Actually, that Archon might die to poison. Yeah, that Archon's just gonna die to poison, so I actually don't need to worry about him anymore. I can use my second action to fire a pistol against this turret, which is shut down, but it'll come back here pretty darn soon. Actually, probably should have waited for that. But that's okay. What do we have left? We have Bryce and we have Hammer. Bryce... I wish I could get to that sectoid. It's just really far away, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Same thing with Hammer, like, we're just too far, and I don't really want to waste a grenade on that. So what I'm thinking instead would be... I just use Hammer to try and take down this turret. 99% chance. Versus a 58% chance on the sectoid. Turret is actually still alive. That's actually not bad. That's fine. The sectoid is gonna get one more turn, but I'm not really worried. Hopefully it'll just try and revive a different zombie. 83% sure.
On your order.
Hey, maybe if I get a little closer, it's probably not gonna shoot. 91% chance on the turret. Turret's down. Archon's gonna die to poison, which leaves the sectoid as the only enemy for this next turn. Ideally, that sectoid goes and tries to just revive one of the dead Advent. Haha, suck it up. Kind of wishing I actually brought those blue screen rounds. But knocked out those turrets a little bit faster. And the ideal situation occurs. You waste your turn bringing that zombie to life. Means I can use somebody. Maybe try and get Hammer to do this. See if I can pull it off. I know Needles can get the kill. Needles doesn't need any more kills. Needles is already promoted all the way up. So there we go. We give Hammer another kill and get them closer to promoting. Psy Zombie dies because the sectoid dies, and we've already killed 6 out of the 9. I have 5 turns, and I'm already actually approaching the building where I need to take out the relay. So that's good.
Let's move already.
Needles can come up here, pick up this loot. Got a superior repeater and advanced stock. Pretty awesome. Don't want to move you too far forward.
Let's do this.
Alright. I do like having the elevation for Corn Dog, so I'm gonna keep Corn Dog up here. Actually, I probably should have looked. I might have had my grappling hook available. Yeah, oh well. We got another corpse that's like flopping around. Okay, Titan, you're going to take your free reload, and then we are going to move up.
Reload it.
Not too far. When you move you a little bit, and then go into Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Oh, hey, there's my dog. Let me check on her. What's wrong, Bailey? Yes. Alright, well, I'll see if she calms down. Been kind of a butt today. Alright, Jolt, you're gonna move forward.
Okay, I'll go. Scanning.
Oh, I forgot I want to hack into that tower.
On the move.
I guess Bryce could do it. Either one could, huh? Oh. Too far away now. Where is that tower? This way? Let's bring you back so that next turn you can hack into it.
I'm on it.
Alright, out of curiosity, what can we get if we hack into this tower here? Blitz. Soldier gains 1 free use of run and gun ability. Better than the squad blitz. I don't want reinforcements to come down. I'm gonna take that. Now that I think about it, Jolt would have been a better option to hack into that, because Jolt has the Skulljack utility item, but that's okay. It works just fine.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Let's do a little peek in here.
Here I come.
Can't quite see. Oh, the radio relay, or that like relay is on the other side there. Definitely curious where this next pod is. I don't know if it would be in this building or outside. Let's put you in Overwatch. Kind of want to do, if possible, to see if I can start blowing down some of these walls. Hammer, you've got a free reload. Let's go ahead and use that since you're tapped out. Hammer is gonna hide behind trash.
Let's move already.
Hammer is better than trash. We're just hiding behind it. I'm gonna use a plasma grenade, and it's honestly not gonna get far.
Scanning.
Okay. Titan. Spot for it.
Getting it done. If you say so.
Alright. If I use your scanning ability, you scan anything? Do you ping anything? Got something on the far side over here. Oh, that's a civilian. We're fine.
Got it covered.
Alright, we're gonna be able to take down this relay probably this next turn.
The alien transmission is still active and we're running out of time.
One well-placed grenade is going to just open it up. If I just take down that wall that it's hiding behind, we'll be doing just. Okay. So Titan, let's move you up. You still have a grenade. This would be probably the ideal spot. I don't think I can hit both walls. Actually, yeah. Gonna lob it right in there. Maybe both balls come down. Heck of a lot easier to see the radio relay now. Our dog still can't.
On Overwatch.
Bills could 8 to 10 damage. Cool. All right, now I just have to find the last enemy pod. Got 3 enemies in there. One of them's a gatekeeper, so that's gonna kind of suck. Aside from that, curious where these. They would be up here, off to the left. Oh, we don't have a timer now, so we can take sweet, sweet time here.
On Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Still not sure where they are. Needles might be able to find out. Like a battle scanner this way. Alright, nothing pinged off that. We head that way. The battle scanner over there next turn.
Finally.
They're also like not close enough for me to even hear them. Which is
Covering now. Moving to
odd.
Overwatch. On Overwatch.
Come get some.
There we go. There we go. And this is why you put everybody on Overwatch. Wait for them to come to you. Titan takes the first shot on the gatekeeper, which is actually really, really helpful. Bet that gatekeeper has so much armor. You have to shred. Is just a little too. Still only a 4%. Camera is a ways away. Might be able to lob one. Two window. That's gonna be pretty tight.
Here I come.
Probably have a better shot from here. Ideally, I'm gonna do an acid bomb if I can make it that far. I think I can. We're not gonna destroy much. We're gonna shred some armor and give acid burn to anybody who walks through.
How much is that?
Yeah, we just shredded 4 armor off of that thing. I'm probably going to do is use my mimic beacon to give myself a turn. Fire at the gate. I basically just need us to turn this some better shots. Let's go ahead and use the mimic beacon. The nice part is that like I know I can use a lot of my tools because I know these are the last 3 enemies on the map. If I could walk away without getting hurt, it would be really nice. I could just put suppression on. Let's do a regular fire weapon. 44% is pretty awful. When it's in this closed state, it is so hard to hit this gatekeeper.
Missed the target. Running dry on ammo.
Bryce, you're a ways away. So let's fix that. Honestly, I could do run and gun, but it's necessary. Might as well.
Running and gunning. Got it.
59% or 49% on something else. By the 59. Damn. Oh, we gave it a shot at least.
Missed the target.
Beetle should be the last one. Wait, how do you get a second shot? Interesting. I mean, fake it. I almost wonder if I can go ahead and just use my flashbang.
Flash out.
Probably unnecessary to use both the flashbang and the mimic beak. Let's run and gun with you needles. Get you behind full cover and then take a shot. Only 58%. It's so darn hard to hit this thing when it's closed. Oh, hoo, hoo, all right. Critical for 13 damage. I like it. I think the acid burn killed it. Got a stun lancer. Yeah, acid burn just did 5 damage. The wheat lancer is disoriented. And there's a shield bearer. They're gonna take their shots on the mimic beacon. Beautiful. I like that.
About to get burnt to a crisp.
Unfortunately, that guy went Overwatch. Where's Jolt? A little worried. Probably because I don't have anybody. Have vision on that stun lancer, so that's why I can't send it. If I come up here, I'm probably going to get Where's Hammer? Hammer could potentially get a pretty good grenade. Let's see. Let's see what kind of options Hammer has with grenades, because if I could take out that Overwatch, that would be really nice. Something like that, maybe? Might make him fall down. Might even hurt them just on the initial blast radius. It's kind of hard to tell. Hey, hey! Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. Overwatch is gone. I could always do the combat protocol. People who need it most would be Bryce and Joel. And give you the best shot. 80%. Nicely done. Okay. Jolt can get the last one, and I think we're going to come out of here with a flawless victory. That is the best possible outcome to ask for. see this guy.
I'm trusting you here.
So I could always take a shot, but I'd rather go ahead and use the combat protocol since that's a 100% chance they'll get the kill. It was refreshing to fight against just a difficult mission. Only 9 enemies. Oh, Operation Shattered Savior. I'd say so. It's a savior for what I needed. I needed my soldiers to walk out of here without injuries so that I could go and check out this Codex Brain mission. Hammer dealt the most damage, Titan made the most attacks, Needles was the most under fire, and Needles moved the furthest. Needles is probably always going to move the furthest since they have the most mobility. And as the Rager, they need to get up close and personal. I don't think I got any promotions on that one, fortunately. Get them all. As always. How are you doing, Needles? How are your teeth feeling? How's the whole mouth situation post-wisdom teeth?
Good work out there, Commander. The aliens must be getting nervous by now.
Needles has gone on 28 missions. Racked up 76 kills. Yep, no promotions, but it's okay. We're working on it. You have a superior repeater, 15% chance to instantly kill your target when you hit them. An advanced stock. I could replace one of my basic stocks with an advanced one.
The limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent work.
Oh. You know, I have a lot of supplies, and I haven't really been looking in my guerrilla tactics school. Grenadiers. Explosives can inflict critical damage. Yep, that sounds amazing. We're gonna spend 38 on that. Specialist. Cool under pressure. In 10 aim and the ability to critically hit when taking Overwatch and reaction shots. Sharpshooter. Dead shot. Bonus 10% chance to critically hit enemy. Yes, that sounds amazing. Gosh, a stay with me would be kind of nice. Same with a lightning strike. Units gain +3 mobility for the first 2 turns of battle when the squad remains concealed. I've been looking at that for a really long time, and I think it's time to pick it up. A stay with me would be nice in case things go awry here in Ironman mode, since I cannot reload. Spent a whole bunch of supplies, but I think it's probably going to be worth it in the long run. Okay. So I think before I kick off this next mission, I'm going to take a short break so I can go use the restroom and grab a glass of water. But I will be back momentarily. So stick around and we will continue our fight here in Iron. Okay, I'm back. I actually think I'm going to be using Crash here for one mission. They look a little too similar to Needles. Let's do Punk. Okay. Let's set them apart a bit. Kind of sim. Health. Weapon upgrades. You have a superior laser sight. Well, let's go ahead and use that. Heater or hair trigger. Needles, pretty good actually. Mouth is a little stiff. Pain hasn't been that bad. Oh no, you're totally fine. No worries. I'm glad that the pain isn't too bad though. So, this is no offense to you. I'm going to be bringing a different ranger on my next mission. And the reason for that is that I made this ranger more of a blade master. And this mission is going to have a whole bunch of chrysalids on it. And so I'm hoping that this ranger can kind of be the lightning rod for those chrysalids. Okay, so actually as it stands, since I was able to pull off that last mission without getting any injuries, I think I'm going to move straight over into this next black site mission. Sit back and watch, see how this newbie does. But I want to go to this Codex Brain Coordinates, so that I can keep working towards the story. I'm just hoping that I can get through it fairly painlessly. We've got Chrysalids, Archons, Elite Lancers, and Elite Shield Bearers. But there's 15 enemies detected. My concern there being is that there's going to be a lot of Chrysalids. Operation Tomb Blade. So once we decrypted the Codex Brain, it came with some coordinates, and now I'm going to go investigate those coordinates. Should be somewhat similar to what I've been seeing the last couple of black site missions.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
See how this goes. This time, even though we have chrysalids that we're fighting against, I have a healer, so that's definitely a good thing. Let's see, I don't need to worry about blue screen rounds or EMPs. So let's remove this for right now. On you, Needles. Because we're going to take Needles out and we are going to put Crash in. Crash is going to come with the battle scanner. And the Hellweave armor. So it gives me 2 extra health, 100% burn chance, and it automatically inflicts damage on any melee attackers. In addition to causing direct damage on melee attackers, Hell will give us a chance to set them aflame. Well, that seems pretty darn awesome. Otherwise, let's see here. You've got the bonus aim. We've got dragon rounds. We've got venom rounds. We've got mimic beacon, skulljack. We probably even need the skulljack, but I might actually pull the skulljack off of this. Of Joel. Guess we'll see how this goes. Almost wish I had a second med kit. Chrysalids just freak me out. Like, I'm really hoping that they don't hurt me too. Honestly, I think it might actually be worth it. I don't think I'm going to be hacking into anything. So I could build another nano med kit, and instead of bringing the skulljack, second med. It only has 2 uses, and I can't use my gremlin on it, but it's more of a backup just in case. Chrysalids scare the crap out of me. They wrecked my previous squad. That's why I have Horndog the 5th, Hammer the 2nd, Bryce the 2nd. They killed all of them in one mission. But we're also going into unknown territory. I've never done this black site before. I'm well beyond where my normal save file is, so I just have to play this cautiously. Hopefully we'll be okay.
Tigan barely managed to pull these coordinates from that codex thing they had down in the shadow chamber. We're guessing this may be its origin point, but can't know for sure. Based on the fight it put up, I'd expect heavy resistance either way. Good luck down there.
I'm curious, those new tactics that I picked up, I wonder if those are passive on all members? So like Grenadiers, grenades can now critically hit. It required like Captain or something like that for Grenadiers, so I'm kind of wondering if I have all of those. Because I bought a lot of new tactics.
Target coordinates are just ahead. Move to investigate the site. Hostile presence is currently unknown, but expect the worst.
Entering squad concealment.
Guess we're about to find. Let's see here. You do have Deadshot. Titan. You have Biggest Boom. Assuming then Hammer also has Biggest Boom. Jolt has Cool Under Pressure. Bryce also has Cool Under Pressure. Cool. Okay. This is going to be really weird not having needles. I don't know which direction. It's going to be up left or up right. Say up right.
that location.
Let's see if I scan anything. Oh, I got something. Yep, alright, we've got our first set of chrysalids, and at least now I know where the heck they are. Is important. I could get up here. There's no cover up there, but...
Good copy. Moving on target.
Gosh, I really like this mobility, the extra mobility on the first 2 turns.
Scanning.
It's just awfully handy.
Okay. Got it covered. Orders confirmed. On the move. Affirmative. Covering now. Closing on target position now. Overwatch.
I wonder if those chrysalids are going to move. Alright, not sure yet.
Moving out.
Oh, there we go. Gosh, I might even be able to surprise them this turn.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Dog can go into much.
I've got my eyes on.
Titan's probably be the one to pick things off.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. Roger. I've got my eyes on. Moving to designated coordinates. Scanning. Orders confirmed. Moving out. Eyes on the prize.
Alright, can I reach them from here? Not quite. Be a little closer. Some do it. I want to guarantee that I'm actually going.
Heading to that location.
Go plasma grenades! Screw you, chrysalids! Everybody else is in Overwatch. I'm hoping all 3 of them are gonna die here. So you have no more armor. It looks like all of you have either 5 or 6 health left. Die. Die, die, die. I do like that the specialists have better aim on Overwatch shots. That's awfully handy. Oh, Crash, you missed. Hammer didn't, though. Oh, beautiful. You love to see that, right? Unfortunately, there are more chrysalids. Like they're probably heading my way. So 3 dead. Still 12 enemies left on this map. Okay, we're going to want to be very careful here. I think Corndog can go in a long march. Titan, you could probably stay there. Might be able to move my specialists up just a tiny bit, but bring them into Overwatch.
On the move. I'm on it. If you say so. Got it covered. Let's do this. I'm on it.
Alright. Oh, we'll see if they wander my direction. Like, maybe not. It's okay. I know where they are, though. I know the general directions, so... I can stay put. I maybe want to move bug up.
I hope it's worth it. Got it covered.
Finally. Affirmative. Covering now. What's over there? On Overwatch. I guess that'll be okay.
I'm gonna take this nice and slow. These chrysalids are very scary enemies. At least to me.
Overwatch. They're moving out.
At least they're close enough to be generating those, like, kind of sonar pings and symbols. Okay. So, furthest up.
Come get some. Got it covered.
Corndog, I'm feeling like you still can probably stay on. Watch. Start creeping people up.
Move already. Come get some. Okay, I'll go. Overwatch. I guess that'll be okay.
Oh, I still want to hold on to my battle scanner. Get there eventually.
Let's do this. Advent troops here.
Ooh, hey woo. It's not exactly what I was expecting. Shield Bearer, Archon. Stun Lancer. I really hope that the chrysalids don't join this fight, because this could get very interesting. Yeah. So Crash is, I think, the one that's going to be missing there. What kind of shot could I get for hammer? I could hit potentially both? No. You're not sure you remember doing a mission out in the desert? I bet your black site might have just been in a different location. That might hit. That should hit both. Yeah, we're in New Mexico, which is technically Mexico. got 100% shot on that Archon? Really? That's amazing. I think we should probably take that. Why do I have 100% shot? Steady hands. Cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna take that. Gosh, if I could knock out the Archon this turn, that would be amazing. Everybody else is going to have a really crappy shot on that arc. But I could use Jolt's combat protocol to just kill it all outright. I think that's probably the best here. Montag, do you want one of these soldiers named after you? I do have a specialist and a grenadier that I can name. I have Titan. Let's see. 11 damage. Which one would you prefer? Titan is a grenadier that is more of like the hollow targeting kind of grenadier. So, grenadier? Okay. You and Hammer are going to be my grenadiers then. Shot. Adjust Bryce. Titan. I don't about getting that stun lancer down. I might just have to Overwatch with Bryce. But Titan, soon to be renamed Montag, you hail of bullets on the shield bearer. 100% chance it should kill shield bearer. No, maybe not. I got really close. Oh, and I poisoned, so actually the poison's probably going to drop it. And then Bryce, you can go on Overwatch. Run this way, Stun Lancer. Thank you. Beautiful.
Neutralized.
I wasn't expecting to find that alien pod over there, but we obliterated them on one turn. So, doing well. We've got 6 down, another 9 enemies to go. Take it a little slow this turn here. I need to reload a bit.
Ready to go. I'm on it. I'm ready. Moving to Overwatch. Finally. Scanning.
I feel like the scanning protocol probably isn't right.
Got it covered.
Just kind of needed a turn to reset and see. This is actually ideal. I went on Overwatch with everybody. I don't think they saw me. I think they just ran a different direction. Damn it. That's a bummer.
I'm on it.
I think I...
What's over there? Scanning.
Is it clear? I'm on it.
Overwatch.
I know we're just being maybe a little too cautious here, but since we're in Ironman mode and the chrysalids obliterated my last team, I just need to be really careful. This might set off that chrysalid.
On Overwatch.
Like it maybe not. I actually had a shot there on one of them. There we go. Goodbye. Nice job, Crash.
Check it before you get too close.
Okay. So that puts me at 7 dead. Still want to be careful here. Start creeping people up a little bit, but keep them in Overwatch.
Overwatch. I'm trusting you here. Moving to Overwatch.
I'm going. Come get some.
Tired of waiting around. Come get some.
On the move. Overwatch.
Hear them screech, but they're like moving into my area here. Titan and Joel, you're gonna go into Overwatch to start. Sure.
I'm trusting you here.
I'm gonna go into Overwatch. We're not going to put you behind full cover. Pistol Overwatch. Bryce can come.
Heading out. Moving to Overwatch.
Move forward just a tiny bit, I guess.
I'm on it.
On chrysalids. Step into my web. Not yet. Yeah. Alright. Thankfully, Hornog's finally in a good spot. I can put him into long watch.
On Overwatch.
Nice. Move Titan up.
Let's move already. Scanning. I guess that'll be okay.
Okay, moving Crash up a little bit more, simply because
You say so.
if she dies, it's okay. She was kind of a free ranger anyways. She's not part of my normal squad. Built here to be more of a Blade Master, kind of countering chrysalids, so...
You hear
Come
that?
on, come on. And I'm happy. At least I'm starting to see some, like, alien stuff over here, so... No, we're going in the right direction.
On Overwatch.
Got it covered.
I'm on it. Come get some.
Here I come. Come get some.
Music started to pick up. I thought maybe I was actually hitting an alien pod, but not yet.
Affirmative.
Not yet.
Covering now.
I can't get impatient here. I have to keep this whole slow and steady pace.
I'm on it. Under the ground.
There we go. There we go. That's promising. Nice. That's a good hit. Doesn't kill it, but I shred its armor. Somebody else will kill it. Awesome.
X-ray neutralized.
8 down, 7 to go. Let's go ahead and... Would love to get you way up in thing. At some point.
What's over there? I'm on it.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay, I'll go. Affirmative. Covering now. I'm trusting you here.
The music picked up, but I don't have any chrysalids around.
Got it covered.
This way?
On the move. Scanning.
Oh, nothing yet.
Overwatch. If you say so. Scanning. Here I come. Overwatch.
I'm going. Scanning.
Tired of waiting around. Overwatch.
Moving to position. Affirmative. Covering now. Movement here.
I'm getting pretty close to getting Corndog up on that cliff. The elevation would be amazing for him. Alright, let's set up
Got it covered.
a couple of you here.
Finally.
Oh damn. Oh damn, what is
Not
this?
sure what we were expecting to find out here, but this definitely
It's not the same rift the Codex used when it appeared. This thing could lead anywhere. It may not even be pointing at Earth.
As with most things, we'll likely
That's the gatekeeper!
for further examination.
I got nothing.
Okay. Not terrible still. We need to shred some armor, that's for sure. I know I could shred it with acid burn, and might as well go ahead and do that. This acid bomb would be pretty nice. Let's set it up in a way, though, that if maybe chrysalids come in, they might get burned as well. Cool. Alright, we shred a bunch of armor, gave it acid burn, and look at that. Dog's got a heck of a shot here. What do we have for a pistol? 71%. I know I could fire a bunch, but let's go ahead and take this. Guaranteed hit. Yeah, the acid's really nice. I just re-equipped it last mission. It was something that I used quite a bit early on. But yeah, it coats an area in a whole bunch of acid, and acid burn is nasty stuff. Last mission I had a gatekeeper, and I hit it with this acid bomb, so it shred 4 armor away from 6, so that's amazing to start out with. But then on top of that, it took 5 points of acid burn damage on the beginning of its turn. It was insane. At this point, we just need to take a bunch of shots at it. We're gonna miss quite a few, but... Hey! That's a good crit! Look at that, I don't even have to worry about it, actually. The acid's gonna kill it. So I think I can just go into Overwatch with the rest of my units in case something else pops up.
Got it covered. They're underneath us.
See? My chrysalids. He burns to death. don't know if that one was technically part of the... I think I'm still at 8 dead. I can't remember if gatekeepers were a part of it. I don't think they were. I think it's still gonna get a hit. Ouch, yeah. Dude, Titan the Chrysalid Poison. I can fix that though. Let's take the shot with Jolt. Jolt needs some more kills. Actually, I probably should have taken it with somebody else and then Jolt could have healed, but that's okay. That's what Bryce is here for. Bryce is here to give the gremlin heal. I think that should take care of the poison too. Yep. Awesome. Good as new. We can go... Overwatch, and we can start setting up some... For example, Corndog could use Grapple and get up here for free. And behind this cover right there.
Is it clear?
Oh, damn. Hello, Chrysalids. That's not good. Really set up for that. That's not a terrible thing, though. I still have some actions here. Corndog is basically Batman. Pretty much. Corndog's still gonna get a whole bunch of shots off, because I have Lightning Hand, so I fire my pistol, and it doesn't cost an action. And then I'm gonna use Face Off, which means I gotta fire my pistol at everyone in sight. And do all of that. Grappled up, moved, and then take 4 shots. Go, Corndog, go! Boom. I don't think we're gonna get any kills, but we're gonna soften a lot up. Yeah. Let's see, do I have a Grenadier ready? I do. Hammer, you're ready to go. Titan is as well. Feel pretty confident letting Hammer just use a plasma grenade that does 6 to 7 damage. Mop up these chrysalids. This should be about 11 dead? Oh, 1 chrysalid survived. Maybe about 4 more enemies after this. Oh, another chrysalid just popped up. Hello. Titan is the only one that has it still. It's not good. I want to make sure one of these chrysalids dies. What did I think of the Gears of War tactics? I liked it. How's it going, Mosquito Boy? Welcome back. I liked it. My PC wasn't handling the stream and the game very well. And my PC is kind of on the low end right now. I built it back in 2012. So my plan is to wait until it comes out for Xbox One later this year, and I'm just going to play it on Xbox One because I know it'll be a bit smoother of an experience. I'm going to hold on. 83% isn't great. Do I have a stock on Titan? I do, okay. So no matter what, even if I miss on 83%, this chrysalid is going to die. Did you end up playing much of it, Mosquito Boy? I know you were downloading it the day it came out.
You can't handle me.
Bring it on, Chrysalid.
Out of ammo here.
Even if you get 1 hit, oh well, it's not terrible. This would make 12. I kill you. Yeah, coming out the corner. Oh my god. Ah, that would have been cool. That would have been really nice. No, corn dog! Oh, that's a lot of damage. I can heal it. It's fine. Oh, it has an 86%. Probably can't. So anyways, let's take a shot with Joel. Okay, that should be 12 dead, about 3 more left.
On reserves.
Let's use Bryce to heal.
Gremlin, get on the heel.
You having a blast with it? Got into a weird fail state where the game auto-saved 1 turn before a character dies, that if they die, fail the level. Oh, that sounds terrible. I'm glad you're enjoying it otherwise, though. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I hate when that happens, where it's like an auto-save unintentionally like locks you into something. Alright. Still be careful here. Because I don't know where these last couple are going to come from.
Ready to go. On Overwatch. I'm on it. On Overwatch. Got it covered.
From over there, we got more chrysalids. Well, they didn't step into my area. That's interesting. Either way, Corndog has pretty darn awesome view.
Covering now.
Let's huck battle scanner over here. This is somewhere around where they were, I think. Yeah. It's just the one chrysalid though. Let's set a couple people up into Overwatch that have a decent shot at it. You're probably not.
Let's do this. I'm on it.
I definitely think I'm gonna be playing Gears Tactics once it comes onto Xbox. I know at some point I just need to upgrade my PC, but you know, money.
Tired of waiting around. Scanning.
Okay, let's get you into sight. I have to run and gun, huh?
Hunt him down. I'm trusting you.
This could be dangerous, but they're my backup ranger. They're built for this. Oh man, I can't.
Scanning.
They didn't actually see me, which is weird. Ooh. Got a trophy, so I think I might have actually just won this mission. I think the trophy popped a little too early.
I definitely got that one.
Got a burrow here.
Oh, no. Where about the dark doorway, man? I'd have to look into that. Last time I checked a trophy when it popped in this game, though, like the game kept going in the background and I missed what happened.
You want some more?
Status confirmed.
Oh, beautiful.
All hostile contacts in the AO have been eliminated. The gateway is secure.
Holy
Status
crap.
confirmed.
All right.
Commander, we've secured the psionic gateway, and recovery teams are en route to the site. Now it's up to Tigan and Shen to figure out what this thing does.
So the gatekeeper did not count in the 15 enemies. Only have 2 wounded. Guess we'll see how wounded they are. Yeah. That was pretty much the whole mission, was me creeping up and putting everyone into Overwatch because I knew there were going to be a bunch of chrysalids. They listed off 15 enemies, but they only listed like 4 different types of enemies, and so I figured, oh, there's probably just a ton of chrysalids. That was correct. Corndog was the most under fire, Titan did the most damage and made the most attacks. Bryce moved the furthest. 100% successful shot is definitely nice. I'm hoping that I didn't get too hurt here. It would also be nice if I reduced the progress on the avatar bar a little bit. Because they're starting to make some more progress and they have a major breakthrough lining up. Not looking forward to that. What kind of wounds do we have? We have, ooh, 1 in 8. Poor Corndog got hurt there. Look at this though, Hammer, Bryce, and Titan are all getting promoted. Hammer, you're going up. You've got 25 kills in 11 missions. Hammer the second. Definitely going to be Salvo. Launching or throwing grenades or using heavy weapons with your first action will not end your turn. So I can launch a grenade, then take a shot. Sounds amazing. Bryce. Got a hidden ability. If I score 1 or more kills on your turn, you're granted a single bonus move, which is a ranger ability. At the rank of major, I can get either Ever Vigilant or Guardian. Every successful Overwatch shot, there's a 50% chance that another shot will be taken, which goes really well with my... what's it called there? I guess it's not listed yet. Otherwise, Ever Vigilant. If you spend all of your actions on moves, you're granted an automatic Overwatch shot at the end of the turn. I really, really like Ever Vigilant. I think I might actually give you Guardian. And then once Jolt gets up there, Jolt will take Ever Vigilant. Titan's going all the way up to Colonel. I have Saturation, Fire, or Rupture. Interesting. Let's wait for that to scroll back. Saturation Fire is fire a cone-shaped barrage of bullets at every enemy in an area. In addition, the cover of those enemies can be damaged or destroyed. Uses a lot of ammunition. Or the other option is Rupture. A Rupture shot deals critical damage and ensures that the target takes an additional +3 damage from all attacks in the future. Kraga77, good evening. Welcome back. How are you doing today? We're gonna go with Rupture. Rupture sounds pretty darn awesome. Continue. We got a psionic gate.
From the field resembles a portal or gateway of some kind. Although we believe it provides the aliens with a means of long-distance travel, potentially beyond the confines of our world itself, it will take time before we can truly understand the gateway.
I'm doing well. Doing well. Thank you for asking. I just got done with my second mission of the night. And I went and recovered the psionic gate, which I'm pretty excited about. Been going well, though. I had a flawless, and then this one was an excellent mission. I only had 2 wounded. 1 for 1 day, 1 for 8.
Far-off travel. It will be up to you to determine not only how it functions, but exactly where this gateway leads.
I wonder if this gateway is going to lead us to the final area. I reduced the avatar progress by 2, so that's good. That'll counter the major breakthrough that they're working. Upgrade the Shadow Chamber. Tweak the Psionic Gate Shadow Project. Neat. Okay, well, how do we upgrade this thing?
The alien psionic gateway we recovered, We will need to make the appropriate modifications to the shadow chamber first, Commander.
How do we upgrade it? 200 supplies, and it takes 0 energy. I'm betting that it probably takes actual energy, but since I'm in the shielded coil part of the Avenger. Provide power to the mysterious alien gate and connect it to the shadow chamber. Computing array for analysis. Do it!
Chamber upgraded.
Alright, and now we can do the psionic gate, which actually I can't. I don't have enough. I don't have enough supplies. Do I have any supplies right now? Not even listed here. I have 28 supplies. Okay. Wheel. That's fine. 8 days before I get more supplies, but I could also hit up the black market and sell some corpses and things.
This unusual artifact could be crucial to uncovering the aliens' true intentions, Commander. I commend you on your efforts.
Let's head to the black market here. I'm still hoping that that UFO does not hit me. I'm working my way to building that defense matrix. I probably built it a little earlier. Kind of blew all of my money today. Alright. What do we got here? I could sell my 1 repeater for 20. I want to keep my acid bomb. Sell a couple of Viper corpses. I have a lot of alien alloys. I could probably sell some of those. Maybe a couple crystals, or just kind of a little bit here and there. Picking up some supplies. Okay. Oh, I also probably could have spent 40 intel to get a whole bunch of supplies. I'll keep my intel, that's fine. I have a lot of really good stuff here. Okay. So now that I have the supplies, we can come in here and start working on this project.
The lab is currently idle. We're wasting valuable time and resources by not conducting any research.
Anywarium crystal, 65 supplies is going to take 5 days. Okay. Alright. Still working on wound recovery. I'm not building anything in my proving ground right now.
We'll get started right away, Commander. I'll send word when the project is
stuff working. Proving ground. Okay. I honestly might start working on this scientist here. Or should I come back and heal faster? To make sure that Corndog comes back. Corndog is a pretty crucial piece of my team. I think I'm still a few weeks away from a retaliation. Yeah, 8. They're gonna build a new alien facility pretty soon.
Defense facility now operational.
New staff slot. Increase effectiveness of automated defenses. This is the first time I've built a defense matrix. I could put one of my 3 available engineers. Oh, well, we might as well. Defense turret stats increased. Eventually I could upgrade it into quad turrets. I would need more energy and more supplies. Maybe on my next supply drop. Alright, they got their major breakthrough done. Thankfully, I just basically canceled that by hitting that portal.
Project. We should hit one of their facilities as soon as possible.
That was quick.
Hate to do this, but you're the only one who can pull this off. You you know I'd go myself if I could.
The gateway is primed. Is the subject prepared?
Ready. I hardwired what was left of the Codex brain into Rover. It should be emitting the same signal the Codex used to pass through the gateway.
Excellent. Let us begin. We've already seen the Codex opening a similar rift in the field. I am sure your device will be fine.
There. We're set to record across all spectrums. Remember, go in, take some quick readings, then come right back through. Okay?
Are we not concerned that, like, aliens will come through it?
Are you seeing this?
It appears our signal has been received. Increasing power.
It doesn't look like any place we've been before. Or any place on Earth, for that matter.
Perhaps this is the source. The aliens' seat of power, if you will. Secured beyond any physical limitations.
Only one way to find out. Go on. We're counting on you.
Uh-oh.
That is definitely not fine, Doctor.
The process did work. There was an instant where the device was in between locations. However, once that occurred, the gateway called for a second signature, an organic signature. When we could not provide one, it generated a sort of feedback pulse.
Obviously.
If the Codex creates the door, this organic signature must surely be the key.
Well, we better make sure we have the right key before we try again. I would hate for this to occur to something organic.
Agreed. I'll report our findings to the commander immediately.
We are now prepared to autopsy the body of the powerful being we recovered, Commander. I feel that we may be on the cusp of attaining a complete understanding of this avatar we have long sought.
Ooh, okay. So once it scrolls back, then I'll start at the top. Looks like we're pretty much done doing research once I do the autopsy on the avatar. Oh, this is a long one. All right. I have to wait just a little bit. I don't quite think we're gonna have enough time to do a full extra mission today. I might get set up. Oh, this is a really long one. And I really wish I could actually just scroll this on my own. Okay, there's the end. Although the logistical concerns involved in transporting a large piece of potentially unstable alien technology were difficult to manage, they were easily dwarfed by the risks involved in attempting to operate this device within the confines of the Avenger. Although Shen and I both had our concerns given the directives of our operation, we saw little alternative but to begin experimenting on this gateway as soon as possible. After a period of slow, deliberate power increases accompanied by the appropriate level of monitoring, we felt comfortable enough to leave the gateway operating in its idle state. At that point, we conducted a series of simple tests on various objects to better understand how the aliens use the device for transportation. Initially, we saw no means of actually putting the gateway into an active state. That is to say, the gateway itself seemed to disregard or ignore the objects to pass through. Having studied the alien codex and its ability to open rifts in the field for deployment, we theorized the gateway may be tied to a similar signal or key integrated into the codex itself. Sure enough, by mirroring the frequencies found in close proximity to the codex, we found that the gateway itself enters a second active condition. And we'll come back. That last paragraph, this is definitely... very excited to see where this is going to go, because I'm thinking we're actually pretty darn close to the end here. Maybe once we do that autopsy on that avatar, it might open up the final mission. Jen was hesitant to relegate her pet gremlin to use in our experiment, but she recognized the value in having a remote test subject, and we had no other units available to spare. Fortunately, our initial theories as to the gateway's function overlooked the possibility that it was also tied to the biological components of the codex. Jen's personal gremlin suffered some relatively minor damage during our test, but its sacrifice led to an important revelation in terms of how we might access the gateway and discover its source. So now we can do the Avatar autopsy, which is going to take 5 days.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished. Perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
We had such hope for you.
The heck?
I believe we have found our avatar.
Okay. That's gonna take 5 days. We're just kind of killing time then. Our dog is still injured, but only for 2 more days. I did need to come in here and change Titan. Titan will now be known as Montag. Boom. And armor color is already green. Get a little bit probably stronger of a green. I do want a little bit different hair, something to like set you apart from Hammer. You both look pretty darn similar. I still want to get more Sims, but that's probably the one thing I'm really lacking on. Feeling pretty good about all of my weapon upgrades. It's just Sim. Ooh, we got another set of dragon rounds. That's really nice. Oh, I don't think Corndog's gonna be able to hop in for this one. Rescue VIP from Advent Vehicle. Get an engineer and 87 intel. An elite officer, heavy mech, elite lancer, Andromedon, codex, gatekeeper, elite shield bearer. That's like 8 different types and only 9 enemies total. We're gonna be missing out on Corndog, but that's okay. I'll at least be able to start this mission. Let's see. I no longer need crash. Hold this back on. Ouch. And Corndog is 1 day away. We'll put Serial in. Serial is a captain, so still pretty good. Which way we just make the items available so that Serial can pick up. Oh! Racer rounds. We're gonna do dragon rounds. I upgrade you up 0. Got an expanded magazine and a regular scope. Actually, you are set. Not as much of a sniper, or just a general gunslinger. Jolt. Take that med kit away, and we're gonna put the skulljack back. Tag, I think. Put the blue screen around. There was at least one mech. Otherwise, I'm feeling pretty good about everything else we've got here. Really quick, what were my other weapon upgrades that I had? Got a superior repeater and advanced stock. But he has an advanced stock. Or just a regular stock. It's one of my grenadiers. You already have an advanced stock. About hammer. Give an autoloader and a scope. Look at that scope. I'm in superior repeat. Nothing really to rely on, but when I get a free instant kill, like. Okay, I think I'm ready. Just 9 enemies. Got pretty much my A squad except for Serial. We'll see how much of this mission I can get done. Probably not a ton since it's already almost 5:30. Might be able to push it up until about 6. Alright, but while this is loading, I'm going to go use the restroom. So I will be back.
Is holding a VIP of some importance to the resistance movement, and the spokesman has asked that we intercept the transport vehicle and rescue the target. We'll have to take out any hostile forces protecting the package to secure the area.
Alright, I'm back. We'll see how far we get in this mission. You know what I forgot? Forgot to give them a battle scanner back to Needles, I think.
Confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Whoops. Yep, I should be fine.
Affirmative. Moving out. We've got an enemy squad here.
Cool, that's not bad. We might actually be able to set up for a turn 1 ambush. Maybe.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
More likely to be turn 2.
I'm on the move.
Wish there was more cover here.
Heading to that location. On my way. Heading to that location. Affirmative, covering now. Roger, I've got my eyes on. Overwatch.
This could probably be better if I just waited a turn.
Affirmative, covering now. Moving to Overwatch. Roger, I've got my eyes on.
See if I know where they're going. Actually, it just looks like they might be heading... If that's just the officer, or where the others are. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. That should be a little easier to hit now, and I can get a lot closer. Zero, you're gonna go into Long Watch. Well, so you can just hang out. Hammer's gonna kick things off. So, Bolt. Let's move just a bit forward and then watch.
I'm on it.
Price, how? Listen. Actually, good. One at the other side of that statue. Alright, then you're gonna go in Overwatch. Hammer's gonna start it. Ag, I want you to go in Overwatch, but... take a bit of a different... Maybe go right about there.
Position confirmed. Eyes on the prize.
Okay. Hammer now has salvo, so... Hitting him with my grenade on the very first action actually means I will get another action. Plus the grenades are doing more damage because that's what I built Hammer to do. Dang, I missed the mech. That kind of sucks. Nice. Okay. Alright, are you gonna move, mech? Probably not. It's gonna stand there. Ah, you're gonna go no. bastard. I see how it is. Did I not put Bryson? Oh no, you're probably still in. I don't know. I don't know. 62% chance. Not the best, but... Shred a fair amount of armor there. And remove the Overwatch. Beetles can take a shot at 1% with a 99% crit chance. It'd be amazing to drop this right now. Yes, so I don't have to worry about the salvo, because I've got a lot of grouped up members here that they could hit a lot of people. I don't want to move. So they probably have at least one pod next to that view. Hard to find that out.
Covering now.
Tired of waiting around. Affirmative. Covering now. Will do.
Got it.
I hope they don't spot me here. We're good.
I'm all over it.
Got it covered.
Okay, so here's the truck of 9 turns. Be careful.
Here I come.
Alright, this could get interesting. I'm gonna position Serial up here, which pretty good sight.
Going.
Ooh, alright, we got an Andromedon.
On Overwatch.
Finally.
Just gonna creep up a little bit here. Oh, Andromedon's on me. Oh, and 2 codex. Yikes. This should be interesting.
Hard target, minimal damage.
It's going to be pretty darn difficult to get a grenade where maybe. I don't want it hitting that, that's for darn sure. Be getting my VIP out of here at all. This is a pretty good shot right here. Be okay.
Fire in the hole.
Depending on where that clone goes, I'm probably going to want to use my Mimic Beacon this turn. Myself a little bit. Jolt has a Mimic Beacon. Get Jolt. Very good. But at least still in a decent spot to huck them.
What's over there?
Okay, needles, hammer, rice, or what I have left. Might get the... So we'll see how this looks. Oh, you have 81%. Let's go ahead and take that. Oh, you're hitting the wrong one. Wanted the codex to die.
Hit the armor.
It gave me 2 targets, but it didn't seem like it was actually flipping back and forth between them. Probably should have been a... Well. Needles already... These needles could run and gun. Bring hammer over here. Let's see what my shot is. It's code. Great. 75% isn't terrible. Let's hope this. Awesome. Nicely done, hammer.
You want some more? I'm running low on ammo.
So that means that needles can do running.
Going in for the kill.
I was thinking was coming here on the corner and blasting something apart. Probably the Andromedon.
Let's move already.
That way its husk comes out. Really? 49% is behind high cover. Okay. I'll just take the 80%, kill that codex. Awesome. So we've got an Andromedon and a codex going this next turn. I do have my Mimic Beacon out. Needles is kind of hanging out in front. So if the Mimic Beacon goes down, Needles will get probably targeted, which is good because I have Untouchable. But yeah, I think they should prioritize the Mimic Beacon first, so... Could buy me, hopefully, a turn. Which it did. I'm really glad that the Mimic Beacon was an option here. Should be just fine this next turn. A little worried about that codex being that far. Fuck. Have to use the grenade on it.
Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Gosh, you actually have pretty decent shots with your pistol. Let's try this. Serial's gonna kick things off with lightning. We're going to kill, or try to kill. Probably maybe damage this codex. 80% chance. With a critical hit, that means you're going to clone. I hope you clone within range of my sniper. That would be amazing. I believe you just did. Now my sniper can do face off. Actually, before you do face off, I have quick draw. Firing your pistol with your first action no longer ends, so I could use my pistol. Hit this Andromedon. And now, I'm going to use my last action to do a face-off. You're going to shoot at all 3 targets. Sharpshooters are so much fun. They're so much fun. 3 kills. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. That'll bring out whatever husk thing is inside. Now I can shoot you in the face. Let's start with Montag since I've got the holo targeting. That actually might just kill. Yep, that just killed. That's fine. Maybe we should have gone with a different. That's okay though.
I'm running low on ammo.
Jolt. Oh, you've got the Skulljack. Let's try hacking this and see what my options are. Disguise signals, soldier immediately gains concealment, or squad immediately gains concealment. Doesn't do much for me. Instead, we're going to use our action to hack that vehicle. Start moving people up and putting them into Overwatch.
Affirmative, covering now. Here I come. Come get some. Tired of waiting around. Advent troops spotted.
Oh, bummer. That's the last alien pod. Not really ready for them. This could get interesting. Getting very interesting. Ouch. So, Needles and Jolt. The only ones left. Don't have a flashbang available. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. I don't have a run and gun either. Gosh, you're just not ready, are you? Attempt. Also use my plasma grenade. Oh, I could get it just close enough, I think. Go. Jolt. Jolt. Okay. Protocol will end. Probably better for us to spread out just a bit. I think the best option here would be combat protocol and kill the elite trooper. Hopefully the shield bearer just gives everybody shields. Who knows what the heck the elite trooper's gonna do. Jolt earned a promotion though. That's pretty awesome. This could be interesting. That just hit pretty much everyone on my squad. Oh man, that's gonna suck. And it reanimated somebody. Good lord, that is not good. To drop this thing this round. Okay, so ideally on tag you're gonna have to take a shot. Oh, thankfully it is open. I mean, I should be able to cut this down fairly. 74%. Give this a shot. So that's gonna close it. But I got the holo targeting on. A 91% chance with cereal. Let's go ahead and take that. Killing this is gonna kill the side zombie.
There you go.
Okay, Bills has a shot to just thing on fire. Actually, that really sucks that that's on fire. Yeah, pain in the ass to get my VIP out of here.
Let's do this.
100% with 120% crit chance. Goodbye. Ooh, automatic loot too.
How many is that now? Could use some ammo over here.
Advanced scope, superior stock, and some advanced abilities. 16 dodge. That will be handy.
Why am I on cargo duty?
So it really sucks. That is on fire. Okay, jolt. Go ahead and hack that door.
I'll take a look.
VIP probably just cannot run through that, so I might have to get her turn or two. Yep, still streaming. Ooh, delay the current Dark Event projects by 2 weeks. Try it. There is no negative. Yeah, I think once I finish this mission, I'll be done. Just a regular old council mission.
We're through.
I've killed everybody. There'll probably be some reinforcements at some point. So I'll have to open the door. Hate this fire. They're the 2 spots I can use to open the door. Gotta go grab your certs from your school. Cool, cool. It's all official then, huh? That stupid gatekeeper hurt a lot. So Bryce is gonna use M1 heal.
Go help him out.
Yeah, the gatekeeper came in and just did a weird psionic bomb thing. It was rough.
Let's move already.
I really need that fire to stop, like, this next turn.
Okay, I'll go.
I think I might actually be getting pretty close to the end of the game, though. After that second mission I did today. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Stupid gatekeeper. It sucks so much. Open the door. VIP, get the heck out of there. This thing is going to explode.
Menace 1-5 status confirmed. VIP is in tow. Proceed to the extraction point.
Okay. VIP, can you get out of here without going on fire? Looks like maybe you can. Let's get you as far as possible. No fire, no fire, no fire. Okay. Well, that could have been interesting. Alright. Contact should have a free reload, and then we're just gonna run. I also want to steer clear from this van. Pretty darn large.
Ready to engage.
I've killed all the enemies.
On it.
Just waiting for possible reinforcements. I also only have like 6 turns.
Moving out. move already. No need to ask twice. Location confirmed.
We want to go more with ice, but also want to get further on the map. Yeah. Yeah, there were only 9. They've got reinforcements coming, which sucks. But yeah, there were only 9 enemies.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Still a ways away. It's here.
Already there.
How far can you get, Reuben? Barely get on top of that. And you on top of that. I think I might actually be able to set up most of them to get even out this next turn. Means I wouldn't be firing on those reinforcements, but I don't really need.
I'm all over it.
Serial could be interesting. Serial's pretty far out there.
Solid copy. Solid copy. Got it covered.
Okay, reinforcements will drop down this next turn. They won't attack.
We got something over here.
Wait, there are more enemies? There shouldn't be more enemies. There were only 9. I killed 9. Unless that was a... Oh, no.
Advent forces on the ground. My position's been compromised.
Alright. How many of you can get out this turn? Serial definitely can't. Yeah. I just... That weird, the noise for nearby enemy. Not expecting that. Oh, let's see. Hammer. You actually might be in a good spot to launch a couple. That officer. Back.
Here, catch.
Thankfully, I have salvo.
Fire in the hole!
Shield bearer is probably going to be pretty darn hard to kill. It's not the one I'm really worried about. What is this new ability again? Rupture deals critical damage and ensures that the target takes increased damage from all attacks. And I could also do hail bullets, which is a guaranteed kill. Or it's guaranteed to hit. So I can move up here and I'll back to back. No, Jolt still has a combat protocol, so Jolt could probably kill. That Mac right now. Plus the mech's the one I'm worried about anyway. Awesome. Okay. A little bit better now. %chance that I can move close enough and still take a pistol shot. It's gonna be right over. Alright, VIP, can you get out this turn? As I get up, there's a ladder. Alright, closing in on the end here. We'll have Montag. Needles and cereal. Oh, and Bryce as well. Bryce. Crappy shots, but this has maybe the potential flashbang. Before I do that, I would want to see. Hill bolts would do 8 to 10. 1, 2, 7. I would have to hit all 10. Still 8 to 10. More concerned about hail bolts actually doing what I want it to do. Both need 10. Let's go ahead and try it on Shield Bearer. Oh my god, I got it. Wasn't quite expecting that kill. Alright, so needles. Get you over here. Take a shot there. Might be a pretty crappy shot though. Also get you close. Get a run.
Double time.
Cool.
You can't handle me.
No more reinforcements. Oh yeah, and you've got the extra movement, which I'm really thankful for right now. Is there up over there? Oh, there is. That's actually really nice.
Let's do this.
Okay, Serial, you're just gonna move. Like you probably can't get up. Doesn't make it.
Roger that.
Ice can come.
I'm on it. Go heal him.
A bad feeling it's going to take us a little bit to recover from this mission.
Menace 1-5, hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. Your window for extraction is closing.
Heal bot coming through.
Cool. Get up there and get out of here.
This doesn't look good.
Serial's not gonna make it. They're really close. So. That's okay. I still have like 2 extra turns after this. Not that I need them. Bills can make it up and out.
Got it. Moving. Let's go. Let's do this.
I think I can hear my dog snoring.
I'm gone. Copy that. Heading home. VIP secure and in position for evac. This is Firebrand. VIP is secure. Solid copy.
You can hear her snoring from over there. Definitely snoring.
Ready to boogie.
Awesome. Alright.
What's over there?
Last member gets out. Big story on this one is going to be how wounded are we?
I'm out of here.
Because pretty much everyone got wounded there, I think. Yep, all
Status
6
confirmed.
soldiers were
Mission
wounded.
accomplished.
Needles did the most damage. Hammer made the most attacks. Most under fire was actually my mimic beacon. Needles moved the furthest. 100% successful shot rate. 7 damage per attack. 1.3 enemies killed per turn. Alright. Here it is. I do think I'm getting pretty darn close here, so tomorrow might actually be the finale here with this Iron Man save file. 4 days, 6 days, 2 days, 5, 5, and 7. So we're definitely going to go back to Resistance headquarters to heal up. Okay, built I wanted to do Ever Vigilant. Pretty darn close here. We've got 2 colonels, 3 majors. Serial doesn't count. Actually, 3 colonels, 3 major.
Hello, Commander.
Got an engineer and 87 intel.
We're getting thin on manpower, Commander. We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
Don't worry, we'll be able to go heal some people up very quickly here. I should have enough time to get everybody patched up before the next mission. My Avatar autopsy is going to be done in 4 days, but that is going to do it here for today's stream. It's well past 6 o'clock. I streamed a little bit longer, but I wanted to finish up that mission. Pretty much how it goes, I guess. So I am gonna host JHow here since he's playing some Apex Legends and I'm a big fan. Curious to see how this new season is going. I will be back streaming XCOM 2 tomorrow, so that's Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And we will see, maybe we might even be going into the last mission. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday evening, and hopefully I will see you back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central. Have a good night, Bryce.